So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch his hands.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they, a dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Taylor. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be stopped right. Midfield.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Mike 55. Mike 55. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, check. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
Here we go.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert completes it to Fitzgerald. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he slipped right by him. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Reset. 19. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, that's good.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. 124. Watch the safety creep. 124. And I'm go.
Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Where's the tap? 19. 49. Army. Down, he's coming.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's good. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. Saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert, and he whips that one incomplete there. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ty Long now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Zoo!
Off play action. Herbert. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off the play fake, Herbert. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And caught by Henry. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Looking to throw, Herbert. And he's got room. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it past the 20, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Texans 31, Chargers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
31. Bang, 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 bang. Zoom, zoom. Alert.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Ready, ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Back to throw. Herbert flushed out right. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Badgley now for the Chargers field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Stills bringing it in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Sproles, the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 3. Topper. Deep grip.
From the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Henry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Off play action. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slam. 22 jet bomber. Down.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Tell me what you want, what you need.